me an online job. Man, I gotta lose some weight, man. Shit. I look like a trick. That's why bitches be coming to me with their hands out. In order to attract the youth, you gotta look at you forward. Women do not like Aries Spears, man. He went in about them chicks with their eyebrows. Yeah. I was reading some of the comments. I was reading some of the comments of females going in on Aries Spears. You know, when he was talking about women's eyelashes and stuff like that, and they was like, you got your nerve, your big fat ugly ass. One thing I learned, man, if you're not, who goes in on women a lot? I'm trying to think of another comedian. I know Corey Holcomb does, but he's a big guy. But I don't know. I think you have to have a certain. It's funny. Corey Holcomb can go, and I think Corey talked about this. Corey Holcomb can go in on women, and they not look at it as a threat. But certain men can't. Like, I used to wonder. I remember when I was in school, and this dude used to crack on this girl. I forgot. I think his name was Pete. And Pete would go in on this girl so bad, and the girl said, "You so crazy, Pete." But then you would say one thing to her, like I think I said something to her. And I don't think it was even like it wasn't even like I was trying to diss her or nothing like that. And she went off on me. I was like, okay, so she like him, but she don't like me. You know what I'm saying? So anything I can say, hey, that's a nice dress you got on, she'll cuss me the fuck out because she don't like me. You know, if people just don't automatically, you know, I think for a lot of people, a lot of women, Aries Spears, he rubs women wrong. That's the whole thing that went down with the thing he did with Tiffany Haddish. With the whole situation with the children thing, which how he thought that was funny. You know, a lot of times people be trying to be edgy, but they don't realize, dude, that's kind of creepy. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that has to do with, although I will say this. It was an episode of this show called Workaholics. And now, before I go in, Aries Spears made that whole joke about with Tiffany Haddish, that got them in trouble, but they ended up getting their way out of it. He made a joke about, I guess, Child M. You know when I say Child M, I'm on YouTube, so I have to be politically, correct. And people said, no, why would you think that would be funny? And I was thinking to myself, it's no way. It's one subject where you can't make Child M or SM. You know what I'm saying when I say that. Child, abusive a child. And make it funny. You can't make that's a subject you can't really make funny. But I will say this: it's a show called Workaholics, and I don't know how they did it, but you probably can look it up on YouTube, the episode. And it's funny. That's the only episode I found of them that was funny. I mean, maybe if I would have continued to watch the rest of the seasons of the show, because they was on Comedy Central for a while. It's a show called Workaholics that was on Comedy Central. But it was an episode they had, and I just so happened to have it on Comedy Central, my TV at the time, when I had cable. And I think I was doing something on my computer, and I'm just, I'm not really paying attention. And this particular episode is about, if y'all know what Workaholics is about, it's about these three guys who are like roommates. They're young, like in their mid-20s, whatever, late 20s, mid to late 20s, trying to kind of find their way in life. And they still kind of like childlike, kind of immature, which, most men still are in their mid-20s. And so they end up meeting this guy, because, these are just average dudes. They end up meeting this guy that's like real handsome, and, women like him. And matter of fact, he got them women, like when he's around, they get women. Because they usually, when he's not around, they can't get women. And the girls like him. And he has these like I think they went to his apartment or something, and he has these cool cool like stuff in his apartment and stuff. So he's like this like the perfect new friend. Like he was helping them get girls, helping them get into bars and clubs that they usually wasn't cool enough to get into, because the three main characters of the show, they're like not losers, but they're like kind of nerds. And so, but then they end up finding out something about this guy. he pretty much is a, I can't even say it on here. He's a P. And y'all know what I mean, P-file. He's a P-file. You know what I'm saying? And they found that out when they saw him sniffing. They found him sniffing these little boys' drawers. And they was like, he was like, I can't help it. So they was like, damn, like he's so cool, but the dude is a PF. It's a P-file. But he was like, shit, if we need to cut this dude, they like, we got a dilemma. We got to cut this dude off and like and report his ass before he do something, But they was like, damn, but he's so cool though. Like he helping us get into parties and the clubs and stuff that we usually wouldn't get into. He's helping us sleep with women that we would never have a chance to sleep with. And it's like, let's think about this here. So they like trying to debate, because once they report him, all that's gonna be shut off. No more fine women, no more getting into the, the hot spots, stuff that you care about when you're in your mid-20s, stuff like that. And so, yeah, that's the only episode that they managed, but they wasn't vulgar. It was just, matter of fact, I thought I was weird from laughing, for laughing at it. I'm like, damn, am I weird for laughing? I'm like, no, they airing this shit on fucking cable television. It can't be too bad, right? But then my girlfriend at the time, who she's like, she's real, like, kind of conservative. But my ex at the time, she was kind of like conservative back then. And she was laughing. She's like, I don't know, I shouldn't be laughing at this. I know, this feels weird laughing. This is so fucking fun. This is funny. They was able to make something very uncomfortable that people, that you really can't make funny, and they made it funny. So I think back to Aries Spears, since he made that whole thing with Tiffany Haddish about the being a P-file in that particular comedy skit on YouTube. I think they pulled it down, actually. I don't even know if you can even find it. You probably could find it like on World Star. But they ended up getting sued. But they ended up kind of finding out that it was like the mom of the kid who agreed to the whole thing. This was back when Tiffany Haddish was, because the lawsuit was aimed at Tiffany Haddish. And I think Aries Spears and Tiffany. But he mainly named her. She mainly named her because she was the bigger. Of course, Tiffany, even though Aries Spears has been around since the 90s, Tiffany Haddish has she's more like A-list now. She's all like in Disney movies and shit. So she sued her, and kind of found out they ended up having to sell her out of court. It was a money grab. The mom saw Tiffany blew up and saw she had a situation where, and from what I was hearing, I don't know if this is true or not. Tiffany hasn't confirmed it, but from what I was hearing through different people, because I'm out here in LA, I'm in the media world. From what I was hearing, that woman that sued Tiffany Haddish and they sold out and Aries Spears, she was with Tiffany, like entourage, like part of her crew, like part of her little circle. Like it was a friend of hers. And they said that Tiffany started to notice that this girl, like she started helping the girl out here and there. And then Tiffany started to notice that the girl was being like saying little slick stuff and was being real kind of jealous towards Tiffany. So Tiffany cut her off, as you should. Tiffany felt the girl was being jealous and being facetious, because she was, when they did that video, Tiffany was a nobody. She was still, she hadn't even did Girls Trip yet. So that's what blew her up, Girls Trip. So from what I heard, that girl who sued Tiffany and got and they sold out of court, she was Tiffany's friend. That's why she let Tiffany use her son for that skit with Aries Spears. But they said that, going along, Tiffany was giving her money. And then Tiffany started kind of like noticing, hey, this chick, like, I can't be taking care of you, lady. Like, I got my family. I can't be, and the girl was like, well, you did that whole skit. I let you use my son and stuff like that, for your skit to help you blow your career up, which that skit didn't nobody even know about the really skit. I mean, I think the skit got some views, but didn't nobody really know about the skit until the situation happened where the lady called it out and said that, she felt uncomfortable using her son in a P-file type of comedy skit. Then nobody, like this, it's not like the skit got millions of views. I believe it was on Aries Spears' YouTube channel when he was doing skits earlier, like, back when not everybody was doing YouTube, but people started kind of doing it. And that's when Aries Spears, so the skit is like 13 years old. But then when Tiffany cut her off, it was like, no, like, I'm not finna just keep giving you money. And, Tiffany started also, this is what I was hearing now, that Tiffany started noticing her doing a little facetious stuff, saying a little like jealousy. The jealousy started to come out of her. A lot of times when you blow up, from what, I don't know about it, but from what it seemed like when you blow up, your friends, oh yeah, my boy, my girl, whoever done blew up, and I grew up with her, hell yeah, we own now. And they be rolling with you, and you may help them out every now and then, and they flying with you, going to different, spots and different locations and stuff like that they've never been to. But then eventually they be like, well, damn, like that jealousy start to come out. They start seeing people praising you too much. That jealousy let me tell you something, man. Jealousy is something that it's a natural thing, really, to be envious of somebody that has something that you don't have or possess in it. And that can be like personality or, money or, even like the way you carry yourself. I had a dude that was jealous of me, and he had more than me. But I'm like, why you jealous of me? Like, you got more than what I got. Like, you get, he was the only child. Like, how you get so much stuff? Like, I don't get like what, you know what I'm saying? He still was jealous of me for some reason. But like I said, it don't even have to be about money. He could have just overheard a girl say, Charles cute, and the girl that he liked, and that could have been it. I don't know. But when you get successful and you start bringing your old friends around, and then they start seeing your success going high, and they see people, she might have been out with Tiffany and see people, oh, Tiffany, hey, girl, taking pictures with her. That smile went from my girl to, this bitch thinks she, you know what I'm saying? This bitch thinks she, you know what I'm saying? She and then, Tiffany probably thinking she a close friend, let them know how much they paying her for different movies. Girl, they're gonna give me $2 million to play in this little small role. Oh, girl, and your friend, really, girl? Wow. The whole time she's like, this bitch, $2 million. You know what I'm saying? And then, then that's when she started asking, hey, Tiffany, can I get $5,000? Because I need to get my mama roof fixed or some shit like that. Tiffany probably let it go for one or two times, let her get $5,000 a year. And Tiffany probably was like, man, I can't keep giving you money. Like, damn, girl, like, I don't mind helping you out, but, and then as soon as you say that, this bitch just got $2 million for a movie, and she gonna, all right, I got something for your ass, bitch. Lawsuit. I'm gonna fuck your career up. That's what that be. That be jealousy. But I don't know. I don't know how I got on that whole tangent, but yeah. Back to what I was saying about Aries. I be going all over the place, but back to what I was saying about Aries Spears. When you don't, I noticed one thing. When you don't look good, you can't really, especially if women don't find you attractive, and you're fat. You can't really go in on women. No matter, even if you're trying to be constructive and like constructive person, no matter what you do, if you don't look good, now if Michael B. Jordan would have said that, he probably would have got some flack, but they probably would have forgave him because women think he's fine. You know what I'm saying? But first of all, Michael B. Jordan wouldn't do that because he knows shit. Y'all my fan base, so I'm gonna keep the mystique of, I ain't gonna say nothing stupid, But I think with Aries Spears, I don't think he really thinks jokes out. I think he was trying to help, but when you come from that angle, I think something like that. I think it's better for a woman to say to another woman. Girls, I love my sisters, but a female saying this to another, I love my sisters. I'm with black, I'm with Black Girl Magic. I'm a black girl myself, but y'all gotta kill them damn eyelashes, boo. If a girl would have said it, then it's like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that might have hurt Aries Spears. Because I was talking to a girl the other day, and she was like, we was talking about comedy, and I was telling her that she asked what the last show I went to go see. I think I said Aries. Oh no, I wanted to see Aries Spears. I said, ooh, you want to see that? I don't like him. He's ugly. Them black circles up on his eyes. This fat ass talking about girls, talking about black women. He went in on Lizzo. The way he be looking, and that's another thing. He went in on Lizzo. So that's the you can't look, and then especially you being mother bitch, nigga, I know you got your nerve, your big pot belly ass talking shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't, and it backfires on them. And I think a lot of times you end up losing the fan base. You want people to come buy your tickets to your shows. You don't want to deter them from coming. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you're gonna go in on women, you have to do it in a way where, like, I think if like he was on Vlad TV with the big eyelash, he had the eyelashes on his eyes. I think if he would have did that on Vlad and said, "This is how sisters be looking with their eyelashes," it'd be killing me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to do it real fast. I just want to be a little funny. This is how y'all look, sisters. I'm just saying. And then left it at that. You know. You know. But he went in on his Instagram, and then he went more in on Vlad. And our sisters was like, "Fuck that nigga." Big pot belly, ugly looking ass. He look dingy. Mikey Up said he looked dingy. That's another thing about Aries Spears too. He talking about, I listen to, I support his podcast because I think Aries Spears is real funny. He talks about how him not being able to make it in movies and stuff like that in Hollywood, and not being able to, like, I guess, garner the career of like a Kevin Hart or Mike Epps, where he's in a lot of movies and, because I can't think of the last movie I seen. He's the movies that I think I've seen Aries Spears in. He might have been in more, but it was what's that movie called? I was in '96 when I graduated high school. Jerry Maguire, and he played Cuba Gooding Jr.'s brother, and Snoop Dogg's House of Horror, and that might have been maybe 2000, 2001, 2002. So that's well over 20 years old. And then he had another movie with LL Cool J. I think it was called Be Cool or something Cool something. I can't think of the name of it. It was some movie he did with LL Cool J. But that was like 99. So it's like he hasn't really been in the movies in like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And I think he wants to have the career like a Mike Epps. Mike Epps called him, I keep saying Mike Epps called him dingy. But I'm saying, he wants to have the career like a Mike Epps or a Kevin Hart. And he said that he doesn't really play ball with the whole Hollywood system. People kind of look at him in the comedy world like as far as like an outcast, like aloof. But he's really funny though. I think Aries Spears is really funny. But he said he wish, he don't know why he can't get into that position where he can make, $3 million a movie and be in movies and do little small roles in big films. And I was thinking to myself, you got to have the image. You have to have the image, Aries. I'm working on getting myself together now, man. I'm finna cut out a lot of carbs. I'm big. People going on me on my videos, being fat and ooh, like you got titties. You know what I'm saying? You have, if you want to, and I used to work at CAA. No, I'm sorry, what's the name of the agency I worked for? I can't think of the name. It was in Santa Monica. Innovative Media. I forgot the name of the company. Anyway, it was some years ago. And when they're paying that, and Paramount, when I worked at Paramount, I worked temporary there, looking over the contracts and stuff like that. And I remember talking to one guy. He said, "Man, this kind of money," and they were saying, I forgot what we was talking about. I think we was talking about Zac Efron or something. He got like $5 million for something, and something like that. And I was like, damn. So he was like, well, I guess they had a picture of him with his shirt off, and he was really, really ripped, right? It was in the magazine. It was about to go in the magazine about the movie he was in, and it was a movie coming out. He was on the cover of some magazine. He had his shirt off and shit, and I was like, damn, homeboy ripped up, and shit like that, right? No homo, but he was ripped up, and they was like, well, yeah, that's why he can. Somebody, the person that worked at the Paramount was like, yeah, that's why he can. You say he makes what, $5 million off that thing? That's why he can command that. He has the look, he can act, he has the face, girls like that people want to see. He's pretty, you know what I'm saying? So when they paying that $5 million, they paying for the whole package. They're not gonna give Aries Spears $5 million for a movie, even though he might be good in the role. They want you to look. They're paying for the whole package. You got to be, funny. You got to be able to act. You got to be able to be funny because you're a comedian in the movie. And we also want you to look good. We want you to look physically appealing on film. We want you to look good. We're not gonna pay you this. Why is there traffic? We're not gonna pay you this traffic on this street of all streets now. We're not gonna pay you this money. For all this millions of dollars, especially now that movies aren't doing so good like they used to, because everybody pretty much is watching a lot of social media and YouTube now, and you got Tubi. You you have so many movies and stuff at home that people don't even have to go to the movies. See, back in the day, we had TV and the radio, and if you had a VCR, you can go to Blockbuster and rent movies, but you had to leave your house, or you can go to the movies, or you had cable. But even cable, you know, most people had basic cable. You didn't have HBO and all that stuff, and even then, they only showed a certain amount of movies a month. So now with Tubi and all that stuff, it's so many different facets of content that these movie companies, when they shell out money for an actor and invest in marketing and all that millions, they're not getting the same returns they used to. So when they pay an actor millions of dollars for a role, okay, I know you're funny, but you gotta look good. I want you to look good on camera. We need to sell this thing. When we take you on press releases, you need to look good. You know what I'm saying? You have to look good. You know, people paying you money. They want the whole package. You have to be dressed. That's why people hire stylists. And I'm like, why somebody would hire somebody to buy their own clothes? It's to keep you current to what's the trend. You know, if you look untrendy in a pop culture world where everything is about what's hip now, and you dress like you from the 90s, people are like, this nigga still wearing FUBU and Pele, like what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Unless you're just trying to be like Drake and trying to bring that shit back, like the Drake calling himself trying to bring like the baggy, which I think is supposed to be happening, but it look like bell bottoms now. But anyway, why is there fucking traffic on this street at 11:30 in the morning? What is going on? But it's about it'll be traffic just on the street, on the freeway, just anywhere, just traffic. Jesus. Come on, damn. This fucking idiot with this damn refrigerator on his damn. Is this what holding up the damn traffic? Are you serious? I'm fucking moving the refrigerator on the top of his van. God, dog, this shit. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to just talk about that, man. You can't criticize unless you look the part to be able to criticize. That's why I don't criticize. I don't look the part. Even if I did look the part, I don't think then now you look cruel. Like if I was a big swole, ripped up dude, eat 500 calories a day type guy, now you look evil. Look at these fat bitches walking around, now you look evil. Now you're going in on fat, you know what I'm saying? Now you look cruel. But if you fat yourself, you can't be going in on somebody if you don't look good yourself, Somebody need to get homeboy a stylist though. Get Aries Spears a stylist, Because every time you're on camera, you're selling yourself. In your interviews, you would think somebody that would go off and say, like, you want these movie roles, but you gotta look good. You gotta look, when you're on Vlad TV, you can't just be wearing the same t-shirt, even though I'm probably pretty sure it's not the same t-shirt. He's trying to sell his t-shirts. But that's cool, but do you want to be a t-shirt seller? Or do you want to be in the A-list actors doing comedy actors like Mike Epps and what's his damn name, and Kevin Hart and all them, making $2 or $3 million a film, $5 million a film. That's why Kevin Hart stay in the gym. Kevin Hart damn near 50, he stay in the gym because he know I gotta look good. They paying me all this money. I gotta look good. When I do press, I gotta look good. That's why Kevin Hart, you always see he be dressed nice. He probably got a stylist team. Keep him looking hip. Keep him looking fresh. You know what I'm saying? Keep him looking trendy. Not when still rocking fitteds like it's 1990. You gotta look like you updated yourself. You gotta look like what's happening now. That's how it is. Pop culture. When you're in that entertainment industry, it's all about trend. When the trend in, but you don't want to look like a little young boy because Aries Spears is 49. Now then you look really ridiculous. Then you try to look like a little oh shit. You try to look like a little, you start trying to dress too young, like R. Kelly was doing at one point. He was dressing like a teenage boy, with a backpack and shit. Oh yeah, I'm 33 minutes late. But anyway, y'all, about to go into this. I'm about to have a root canal, and that's gonna be fun. But anyway, I just wanted to check in on that, man. You can't criticize when you look criticizable. That's gonna be the title. You can't. I don't know if I'm gonna call it that, but you can't criticize if you look criticizable. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, what y'all think, man? Leave in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. Take care.